back, Lily here, and as I said last week, I'm going to be reviewing each of the Monkees' individual solo careers. This review is going to be split into 4 parts, and for the final part, I'm going to be discussing the last, but not least, Peter.
It's definitely not hard to see why everyone loves Peter so much. He's absolutely adorable, and I wish he'd be taken more seriously, because he's arguably the most musically talented of everyone in the group.
But, like I said last time, we're not going to be focusing as much on the stuff he did in the band. Instead, we're going to be focusing more on the stuff he did on his own. Anyways, let's get on with it.
For starters, let's go over his voice. Now, I've heard a lot of people say that he can't sing, but I really don't think that's true. His singing, which eventually improved a lot, is really charming, and it works well on the more simple songs. It all depends on what he's given, really.
And luckily, he was able to see his own potential, so once the band was mostly over with, he went off in his own direction. But was it any good? Well, let me start at the beginning.
From the beginning to the middle of the 60s, Peter would do local performances with a band of a few other guys, including one by the name of Stephen Stills, who just happened to be the guy who told Peter about the casting call for the Monkees.
But he never really officially did anything until the late 70s to the early 80s, where he put out a few singles. But even better, in 1994, he put out his very first solo album called Stranger Things Have Happened. And one could say it's a little bit cheesy, but I genuinely really like it. I just think it's fairly unique, and I'm glad he decided to take a giant step in that direction. See, haha, because there's a version of Take a Giant Step on the album. Oh, I'm funny.
But I guess strictly solo stuff was too much for him, because after that he just stuck with doing things with his friends. Like when he got with a guy named James Lee Stanley and made 2 albums together. And even though that was pretty alright, I'd have to say the highlight of his career was when he formed a band with a few other guys in 2003 called Shoe Suede Blues. Clever, am I right?
With Shoe Suede Blues, he made 3 albums, and a 4th one actually came out just this year. And I say this band is the highlight for a reason, because I think it's great. They focus on more bluesy type songs, which really goes to show that with the right material he can really shine. And a lot like Mickey, he also did a lot of acting as well. Like he was on Boy Meets World, and of course he did the Monkees reunion special in 1997. And I think he'll continue to do all sorts of things for as long as he can. Overall, I think Peter's a very musically talented individual, and I'm really proud of him for trying to make a name for himself. I think I'll give him a well-deserved 8 out of 10. Well, there you have it, folks. The series is finally finished. That took a long while, didn't it? Oh, jeez. I really hope you think I did a good job, and I really want to know what you think. So, if you think I did good, or if you have anything to say about the solo careers, then I want to see them in the comments. And now, for the final part of the video, I want to show off 2 new pieces of Monkee merchandise I got. Like this 45 of D.W. Washburn. And if I move my head to the right and look over here, you can see a Monkees poster. And yeah, that's all nice. And when I think I'll be getting some new stuff soon. So when that comes, I'll be sure to show it off. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I've got a new thing planned next week, so I hope you'll tune into that next Thursday. For Lily's sake. Bye!